Hi everyone, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, hello, my name's Andrea and I'm currently documenting my weight loss journey following the Slimming World plan. So apologies that I didn't post last week. I did go to group, so I wasn't avoiding vlogging because I avoided the scales or anything like that. That wasn't the case. It was literally just that I had my mum stopping over last weekend. She stayed until the Monday. She came to group with me, and then as soon as I finished group, instead of obviously parking up in my little spot, I took her straight to the train station, and then I went shopping, and then I picked the kids up from school, and then basically life just took over, as it always does. So I have found that I need to just park up in my little spot, like always, and just get it out there straight away, because as soon as I get home, carnage ensues, and yeah, I don't find the chance to do it again. So that's what I'm doing now. So like I said, I did go last week. I've gone again this week. Today is Monday the 16th of October. Cannot believe we're halfway through October, nearly into November already. It'll be Kobe's second birthday in November, so excited for that. But yeah, you're here for my weight update, not for me yabbering on, and that's what I'll get to. So like I said, I've been to group this morning. I went to group last week. Just to rewind, last week, well, in fact, just as a whole, from the previous weigh update when I think I lost, let me just have a look, I'm just having a gander in my book. So the last time I spoke to you guys will have been the 2nd of October when I lost £4 that week, which would have brought my total up to £7.5, and I got my half a stone award, and I think that week I got Slimmer of the Week as well. So it was ridiculously chuffed. Literally from that date of the 2nd of October to today's date of the 16th of October, I have been on plan for the full 2 weeks, 100%. Okay, if you've been following me for a while, you know that when my head's in the game, I'm on it. I am on it. I plan everything that's going to go in this to the T. I really do. I meal plan, I write shopping lists, I do all my shopping, I make sure that I've got everything in. I'm the one that cooks at home, so obviously I know what's going into the food, I know what snacks I'm having. I literally plan everything. I can honestly say that I had 2 weeks where it was 100% on plan. So going back to the 9th of October, yeah, last Monday, sorry, my brain just stopped working then. I think I need more coffee. That's the story of my life, I always need more coffee. So yeah, going back to the 9th of October, last Monday, I went to group fully expecting a loss. And again, if you've caught my other weighing updates, you know that on average I'm wanting to lose £1.5. I've got 6 stone, pretty much almost 6 stone to lose, and if I can lose £1.5 a week, then that'll give me my 6 stone in a year. And that's what I'm giving myself. I'm giving myself a full year. I'm not treating this as a sprint at all. I am definitely treating it as a marathon, and that slow and steady is going to win the race. And I think £1.5 is quite attainable. It's nothing extreme at all. It's not like I'm trying to go for £3 every week, £4 a week, which quite frankly, I just don't think my body can do that. So £1.5 I don't think is ridiculous at all. I obviously do know that some weeks I'm going to lose a bit more, some weeks I'm going to lose a bit less, some weeks I'm going to maintain, and some weeks I might even gain. So that's why I'm saying just an average of £1.5, and I will be super, super happy. So last week I went to group, the morning group. I'm always aiming to go for the morning group. I'm making sure that I'm not working any Mondays at the moment, so that I can stick with that routine of weighing in at the same time every single day. I'm trying to wear similar clothes, so again, you know, something nice and light that's not going to affect the scales massively. I am trying to keep as much structure and routine as possible when it comes to weighing and things like that, and sticking with plan and stuff. So like I said, last week I went to group fully expecting to have a loss. I stepped on the scales, and I can honestly say I was extremely disappointed to see that I had maintained. Not chuffed, not happy, annoyed, definitely. Yes, it wasn't a gain, and I know it could have been worse because it could have been a gain. However, I stuck to plan. So it shouldn't have been a maintain. It should have been a loss. Even half a pound to show, well done, Andrea. You've stuck to plan. You're rewarded with at least half a pound. Then happy days. Yeah, again, I wouldn't have been happy with half a pound. So basically, it sounds like you can't make me happy because I'd stuck to plan so well. But half a pound would have at least showed me that I was doing it right. Do you know what I mean? And again, this isn't my first rodeo. Apologies if you can hear that beeping noise. There's a big lorry reversing in the background. I think you might be able to see it. A big orange lorry. So hopefully once he's finished reversing, it'll stop doing that noise. What was I saying? So yeah, I wouldn't have been happy with half a pound because I'd worked so hard. So I did expect more. But half a pound, like I say, at least shows me that my hard work is working, if that makes sense at all. So anyway, I discussed it with my Slimming World consultant. I vented to my mum that I was really miffed because obviously she'd seen what I'd eaten as well, and I was sticking to plan, and I was eating really good foods, varieties. I wasn't, I'm only 4 weeks in, like 4 proper weeks in, but so my body shouldn't be like complacent about the plan or anything like that yet. My body should still be shocked into me eating this way. So yeah, when I saw the fact that I'd maintained, like I say, I wasn't happy at all. Sorry, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit. So anyway, I thought, draw a line under it, let's just crack on, have another good week, because if I don't, then I do know come this week, this Monday, I will have definitely gained. There's no shadow of a doubt about it. I will have definitely gained, because that's what I'm like. I only have to look at a chocolate milkshake and I put half a stone on. I don't even need to eat the bugger. I just only need to look at it and I will put weight on. I am so easy to put weight on. It's untrue. I'm one of those people that if I go on holiday, I can easily come back a stone heavier, half a stone to a stone heavier, without even trying. So, yeah, I thought, no, just crack on. Don't let it dishearten you. It wasn't a gain. It was a maintain. Yes, it wasn't fair, but it wasn't a gain. So I'm not having to undo any damage, even though I've not caused it. I wasn't having to undo anything. I wasn't like starting off on a back foot, if that, again, makes sense. So anyway, had another really good week, planned everything, shopped, yeah, just had another really, really good week. So I've gone to Slimming World this morning, fingers crossed, eyes crossed, toes crossed, everything crossed, that I'm going to step on the scale and see a decent weight loss. And I set myself £3 last week, because obviously the £1.5 that I want to lose, so then that means that I need to lose £3 this week, sorry. So I stepped on the scales, like I said, good thoughts, positive vibes, all that jazz. And again, you can probably tell by my face that I am not impressed. Maintained again. 2 weeks in a row now I have maintained. I've got lots of expletives that I could say, but I'm not gonna, because it's not that kind of channel. So yeah, here's my book. I might as well just show you. Maintain twice. Still at £7.5 loss. I'm sitting at 16 stone, 5.5 pounds. And yeah. P.O.'d is an understatement. I don't know what to say. Again, I've stuck to plan. Yes, there's a couple of things that I could probably tweak, but the major things with the plan of sticking to my sins, check, done. Eating plenty of speed, check, done. Weighing my healthy extras and my healthy extra A, Bs, check, done. All those, the fundamental bits of the plan, variety, tons of speed, snacking on speed foods, free foods. In fact, not even really free foods. The only free foods that I've snacked on are crab sticks or seafood sticks, whichever one you call them. So it's not even a case of like I've been snacking on loads of free food, and that's where the weight will have maintained from. If I've had fruit, it's usually an apple, and again, I've not massively snacked in between meals. It has literally been maybe an apple or something like that every now and again. There's been days where I've literally just stuck with my meals only and not snacked. And again, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I like a decent portion when it comes to meals, so I don't feel like I always need to snack. I'm quite happy to wait till my next meal, and I feel it's normal when it's coming up to tea time, lunchtime, dinner time, supper time, whatever time your next meal is. I feel like it's normal to start feeling hungry then, and it's good for you to start feeling hungry then, rather than just always maintaining a level of fullness or contentment with your eating. It's, you know, it's normal. So I don't feel like I always need to snack between. And on the same side, I don't think I'm eating too little. I definitely don't think I'm eating too much. I'm being mindful when it comes to my free foods. So in the past, I might have had 2 jacket potatoes. Now I'm thinking, Andrea, come on, just the one will do. In the past, again, I would eat tons of beans. I know that beans, for example, are really calorific. So I'm having half a tin of beans maybe, or I'm not eating as many throughout the day. And just as an example, I have had avocado twice this week, and I love avocado. And I've been having it on my Healthy Extra B bread. Avocado on toast with a bit of chilli, a bit of lime in it, mix it all up, and then I've chopped up loads of little cherry tomatoes and put them over the top. And it has been amazing. And like I say, I love avocado. When I've been having like 100 grams of avocado, which was 10 sins, because it's 2.5 sins per 25 grams of avocado. So I've been logging it all. I've been using my app. I've been sticking to my sins, like I say. And I've been having 10 sins worth of avocado. So that was 10 sins. And then I just had a look, just out of curiosity. I pulled a tin of beans out of the cupboard. And the avocado, for example, was something like, for the 100 grams of it that I had, I put it through NutriCheck because I've still got that app. And it was something like 150 calories-ish. Something like that. It wasn't more than 200, I don't think. If it was, because I've still got it on my NutriCheck, I'll put it on the screen. But anyway, it was whatever calories it was. And then I scanned a tin of beans, just Aldi Everyday Essential tin of beans. For half of the tin of beans, again, it was something like 150 or 170 calories. Just for half of the tin, I would have quite easily, not just in the past, but now, had that full tin of beans on those 2 slices of toast, rather than 100 grams of avocado. And it was almost double the amount of calories as the avocado that I was having. Yet the beans were free to have all that amount, yet the avocado was 10 sins. Now, I can understand why to a degree, because on your NutriCheck app, you can flip it around, so you can look at the calories of whatever food it is, but then you can also choose an extra one, so like the protein, the salt, the fat, the fibre, whatever else additional macronutrient that you want to look at. And I flipped it onto the fat, and I can understand to a degree why. The fat content, for example, for the beans was something like 0.5 or something like that. It was something ridiculously low. It was full on in the green. The fat content for the avocado was something like 19 grams. It was full on in the red. It was really, really high in the red. However, even though it was so much more higher in fat, it was still like half the amount of the calories. And to lose weight appropriately, that's the main thing, is your calorie deficit overall. Even with Slimming World, ultimately, Slimming World is a calorie deficit. And so because in the past I've done Team RH, I've been looking more into my protein and my carbs and my fat and my sugars and all that sort of stuff. And science has shown that as long as you've got your protein and, well, as long as you've just got your calorie deficit bang on, The protein definitely helps, you know, like with satiating foods and keeping you fuller for longer and helping you to burn off more fat. But when it comes to fat and sugar, it doesn't matter whether it's a low sugar and a high fat or a low fat and a high sugar. It really doesn't matter when it comes to those two. As long as the calorie deficit is in play and your protein's good and your fiber's good, then it doesn't affect weight loss. You will lose the same amount regardless of what these two are doing. So again, going back to the beans and the avocado, it shouldn't have mattered that the avocado is 19 grams of fat or whatever it was, and that the beans were so much less. Does that all make sense? I should have still lost weight, so I'm not blaming the avocado of why I've maintained. Or is it because of that? Why I've maintained? I can't see how a single food has done that to me. But you know that avocados are the devil's food when it comes to Slimming World, hence why they're so heavily sinned. And I know that Slimming World will blame the avocados. Even though I was within my sins eating them, they'll still say, well, maybe it was a bit too much, but who can only eat 25 grams of avocado? Definitely not me. Even 100 grams barely covered 2 slices of toast, barely covered. Not to my satisfaction anyway, let's put it that way. Anyway, that's the story of my life so far. Sorry, I have gone on about avocado quite a lot there. But I just wanted to explain it in context of why I'm miffed and why I don't understand. Maybe it's just my body. Maybe I've had a higher salty diet these last 2 weeks. Maybe I need to just keep an eye on my salt intake, because again, I do know that the higher the amount of salt, the more water I'm going to retain. So maybe I need to look at that, and maybe it's my sodium and it's not actually fat. Not that I've gained anything, but that I'm not losing the water as well, that I'm retaining water. So maybe I am losing a bit of fat, but I'm also gaining a bit of water. So I'm going to have a look at that. I'm going to have a massive overhaul, really look. I've already meal planned for the week because it's Monday. I do that over the weekend so that I'm prepared for the following week. I'm going to nip to Aldi and buy a few things today. But I am going to just have a double check with my menu plan for this week, just to make sure that there's nothing that's hidden in it that might be scuppering me from getting the weight losses that not only that I want, but I also bloody deserve. That I deserve. Because I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and it should work. It should work. But never mind. Like I've said before, there is a couple of other things that I could tweak. My steps, I'm not meeting my steps. I will admit that. My 10,000 steps I'm not meeting. And I think that's just down to the changing weather. Because it is a lot colder. I do prefer this time of year, but I just need to get my backside outside regardless. So this week I'm definitely going to focus on my steps and get them 10,000 a day. I'm going to walk to school with Alana to go pick up Alyssa, and walking to school and walking back to home is 6,000 steps because I've done it a few times now. So I know that I can easily smash 6,000 steps there doing that. And if I meet Alyssa every single day after school, obviously bar the days that I'm working, but then I get my steps on the ward because obviously I'm busy at work for 12.5 hours. As long as I do that, then I've only got another 4,000 steps, and I can always take the dog out for another walk and get my steps that way. So that's one of my goals. If I am retaining water because I'm eating a saltier diet, then I need to start drinking more. Sorry. And I will admit that I have not drank half the amount of fluid that I should have done. Yesterday, for example, I did a long day on triage, and bar 3 brews, so I had 2 cups of coffee first thing in the morning at around about like 7:30 and probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then 1 cup of tea well before lunchtime. Bar those 3 drinks, not a single piece of fluid, a single drop of fluid passed my lips until I got home at like 9, half 9 last night. And then I only drank some Pepsi Max. I had a pint of Pepsi Max Cherry, which, sugar free, no calories, happy days, all on plan. But Again, no water at all, and that was yesterday, so that's really bad. And I've got to admit, thinking back to the past week or even 2 weeks, my water intake has been very, very low. The only fluids that I have been having has been brews, which again is all accounted for with my milk allowance, so that's fine, hence why I only had 3 brews yesterday, because that's all that my milk allowance would have allowed. Or I've been drinking fizzy pop, so like Pepsi Max Cherry, because that is quite frankly my addiction. I've had the odd pint of squash, sugar-free squash, so definitely need to do that. So that's another one. I'm finding a lot of holes in my past 2 weeks are, and this is why it's good to vlog, to get it out there, because it makes my brain engage, and then I will see holes in my own, I will see flaws in my own plan and the way that I'm doing things. So even though these aren't directly related to food consumption, it is other things that I do think that will definitely help benefit weight loss. So all that lot that I've already mentioned, plus I need to stop eating so late at night. Like last night, obviously you only get half an hour break at work, so I do a 12.5 hour shift if I finish on time, and in that 12.5 hours I only get one 30-minute unpaid break, that's it, to eat. So if I've not had any breakfast before, I'm not eating until lunchtime. Lunchtime on average at work is around about 2 o'clock, but it can be anywhere from 2 till you can get it, because I manage my own workload and I have my own like group of women and stuff like that, like when I'm on the ward and stuff. So I make sure all my jobs are done, and then I can go for my own break. Obviously the other midwives will keep an eye out for me, but yeah, I manage my own workload and then I'll go for my own break, which is fab. I love it. I love that style, because you know, I prefer it like that, and then you can pick and choose when you do go. But yesterday I was that busy that I didn't manage to go for my meal, my break, until, what time was it? It'll have been about 4:30, nearly 4:30, nearly 5 o'clock it was. So that was the first time, well no it wasn't, I'm lying, that wasn't the first time that I was eating. I was sat at my computer and I did have some apple slices that I brought to work with me, but that was the first time that I'd eaten like a proper decent meal. So I had that, and it was all on plan. It was a rice salad, lovely, loads of cottage cheese on top, all on plan, 100% on plan. There was not a single sin in sight. There wasn't with any of my apple, obviously, because that's speed. Tons of speed food in it because it was a salad. The rice was the only bit that was free, and then the cottage cheese was free in protein, so that was all bob on. And then when I did get home, I did have my tea as well still. So I got home, I probably ate at around about 10 o'clock last night, and again that was all on plan. I just had a Slimming World lasagna, the vegetable lasagna, really nice, I enjoyed it, and I just had that. And did I have what else with it? I think I might have had a yogurt afterwards as like my little sweet bit, but I didn't eat too much, but I did still eat late last night. So again, I need to stop this, and for the past couple of weeks I've been eating late at night. I'm going to try and eat earlier and see if that helps. And then we've had a different Slimming World consultant this week, because my usual one is on holiday, and she's one that always covers the Slimming World consultants classes. So I do really like her. She's the type of person that calls a spade a spade. She won't bull crap you in any way, shape or form, and if she's calling out your bluff, she will do. And she suggested to me that maybe I need to introduce breakfast and just change things up with my timing. So she agreed as well that maybe my timings of meals is something that's off, because when she asked me, am I happy with maintaining this week, I said no, because it's 2 weeks running and I've stuck to plan and I don't understand why. And yes, I know Slimming World say that you can eat any time and stuff like that, but it's something that I can change and that might benefit it, so it's worth giving it a go. So I did agree with her there that maybe I just need to change things up with meal times and try doing that. So that's it, my lovely lot. Not happy. However, not going to throw the towel in, because like I've said, I need to lose weight. I am finished with expanding our family. You know, I'm finished with doing that side of things, it's time for me. Because I want to be around for my family as much as I can be. I want to annoy them for as long as I can. And yeah, I just want to be healthier. I don't want to ache. I want to have more energy. I want to look better. I want to feel better. Yeah, for all the reasons, positive reasons that you can think about for losing weight. I want them all. I'm a greedy cow and I want them all. So yeah, I'm not throwing in the towel, and I've told my husband, if I start wavering, going, I'm not going to group this week, or I can't be bothered anymore, if he hears any excuse out of my mouth, then he needs to drag me to group and make me face the music, because he cannot. I know it's down to me, but I'm also putting a bit of pressure on him. He loves me. We've been together nearly 20 years now. It'll be 20 years in April. Flipping heck, I could have got less for murder. And if he wants me around longer, and he wants me to be happy, and he wants me to be healthy, then it's in his best interest as well that I carry on doing this weight loss journey, that I don't throw in the towel. So like I said, I've given him strict instructions that as soon as I start umming and ahhing or looking like I'm faltering, he needs to kick me up the backside. Not physically, just mentally, and remind me of why I'm doing this and what I've said at the very beginning and how I feel. So yeah, he's like, well, I love you regardless, and I appreciate that. I really do. I know he wouldn't mind me if I was even bigger than I am now. He wouldn't mind me. He'll still love me, not just wouldn't mind me. He still would love me as much as he does now. But he wants a happy wife. A happy wife is a happy life. And I will be happier with losing the weight and sticking to plan. So yeah, he has a goal too. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling now, and I'm going to get my fat bum to Aldi and pick up those bits that I need. So I hope you guys have had a better week than I have, or a better 2 weeks than I have. Again, I apologise that I'm doing another double weighing update. My mum's not over this weekend, so I will hopefully just do my weighing update straight away again. Like I say, I do like this routine where as soon as I finished group, I get straight in the car and I pull up to my little spot and I update you guys, because it is so much more easier. I'm going to try. I know I said that I wanted to do a weekly what I eat in a week, but I'm finding it really difficult to do that at the moment, because I'll be completely honest, half of the time I forget to vlog what I'm eating. So I'm thinking I might throw some what I eat in a days out there this week. Just very typical. And yeah, I'm going to try and do that, because again, if I do the what I eat in a week, not that I've had issue with sticking to plan, it'll just make me more in line with sticking to plan and sticking to those goals that I've already set myself, because I've said it, I need to now do it. So yeah, I'm going to do like what I eat in a days, but also like my little activities and things like that. Anyway, let's see what I get out there. Hopefully something good. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you're all doing fab, having a great week. I know it's only Monday, but hopefully it started off right. If you are on a weight loss journey yourself, whether it's Slimming World, calorie counting, Weight Watchers, keto, whatever it might be, yeah, share your results in the comments below. I love to live vicariously through other people as well. And if you're struggling, don't worry about it. Just pick yourself back up. Let's just crack on with it, because we all know that I seem to be struggling at the moment somehow. I don't know how yet. I need to figure that bit out, but something's amiss in it for me not to be losing the weight. So yeah, you're not alone, in other words. Let's just crack on and get it done, and hopefully we have another good week with a good weight loss. So my aim of the week is now, obviously I want to lose 1.5 pounds every, I nearly said every day then, that would be amazing, every week. So with my goal, I now need to lose 4.5 pounds on Monday. Anything extra will be a bonus, but for me to stick to that 1.5 pounds a week, I need to lose 4.5 pounds by Monday. Let's see if I can do it. Fingers crossed, watch this space. Anyway, I really am going now. So Love you and leave you all. Hope you have a fantastic week, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.